What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video today, and in this video I'm going to be previewing a brand new airport coming to the channel. The brand new airport that will be coming to the channel in 2024 is going to be Omaha's Eppley Airfield. So why did I choose Omaha Eppley Airfield in this case? There are a couple of reasons to this. The first reason, I do have some personal connections with Omaha. Back in 2017, I made two visits to Eppley Airfield. The first was in March as part of a birthday trip that I took. Did a little bit of plane spotting on the north side of the airfield. The second time that I went there was in May of 2017, so a couple of months after I went there the first time. It was a bit more damp and it had rain for quite a bit of the weekend that I was there. But there's a nice little park on the south side of the airport that you can do spotting in. I haven't seen any sort of objections from anyone about, oh, you can't spot here. At least from what I remember when I was there almost 7 years ago now, which, oh my god, it's been that long. But yeah, that park is very nice overall, and I'll show that when we go over the layout of the airport here in a few minutes. Both those videos are still on my channel. I'll have them linked in the description. There should have also been cards popping up when their respective clips were playing earlier, so feel free to go check those out. I hope to return there one day because obviously those two videos I made back in 2017 are not the same quality that are found in my videos from today. So as we take a look at the current layout of Omaha Eppley Field, you can see it is a little bit unique. You've got this nice long terminal building here in the center with that passenger road or the service road that goes right by, along with the parking garage back over here. And then you have your two concourses. This one up here is Concourse B, and then this one down here is Concourse A. Concourse B up here opened in 1970, and then this one, Concourse A, opened 16 years after that. And one of the quirks about Eppley Airfield is that if you have a flight that arrives at Concourse B and then you're going to go out of Concourse A for your next flight, again, very unlikely, but just throwing this out there, you have to leave the secure area and then go back through security to get to Concourse A. And what's coming up in the future will hopefully clear up that issue. So now, as we go check out the current services that the Omaha Eppley Airfield has, they have quite a few. So you can see the darker colored routes indicate year-round service, and the light blue are your seasonal services. So some of the highlights you have Seattle-Tacoma, which is serviced by Alaska right here. Usually they send like 737s. I remember they sent it on the 737-700 when I last went there, but I think they've since upgraded that type. I'll have to check again during editing to see what it is currently. Many Southwest services. Atlanta's on there, Chicago Midway, Phoenix Sky Harbor, St. Louis, just to name a few, but there's a whole bunch of Southwest services on here, so feel free to check this out. I'll link this page in the description if you want to see all the different services in more detail. There's also Sun Country seasonal service to Minneapolis. Delta does services year-round, so that's why it's not in the light blue color as opposed to all the other seasonal routes. There's also United Airlines that has seasonal service to San Francisco, which I found interesting. I think it's only one of only a handful of airports in the upper Midwest that has San Francisco service, excluding Minneapolis, because that's almost a given, and then Chicago as well. But yeah, Omaha is like the only medium-sized city, so I'm saying like 300,000 to 400,000 or so, that has that San Francisco nonstop. No other city in like Nebraska and the Dakotas and all that, they don't have anything. So right down here you can see it's United and it is a seasonal service. So part of the second reason as to why I am doing the Omaha Eppley Airfield is because there is a brand new project coming that has just been announced as of a couple of days ago. And actually, on the day that I'm recording this video, they have officially announced this, and it is called Build OMA, the Terminal Modernization Program. It's a multi-year expansion and modernization plan of the Eppley Airfield Terminal focused on enhancing the traveler's experience while supporting our airport's long-term growth. So there's a couple different pages on here for this. We'll check out the Terminal Expansion and Modernization page. There's a lot of cool renderings in here. So you can see there's this really nice canopy on the main road that goes by the airport. There's a rendering of the security checkpoint, your ticketing lobbies. They're supposed to have a singular concourse, and there should be an outside rendering as to what that will look like, but you can see everything else. There's the new facade and entryway. And these are just all in like enlarged versions of the photos that are shown earlier in the page. And right here, so this is what I'm talking about. You can't really see it that well. This is about the best photos that I can find, at least on this website specifically, but you can kind of see it's supposed to be one singular concourse, and the total number of gates that they're supposed to have will be 22. Currently they have 20 right now, and so this will mean there will be a net gain of 2 gates. So here's a better view of the full rendering, the outside rendering of the new terminal that's coming for Omaha Eppley Airfield. So you can see it is a single unified concourse, just a long concourse right here, and it should be 22 gates, and I could count right now. So here you can see it is 22 gates. I did count, and it does indeed match with that number that I've read on other articles that have posted about the new project that was just announced a few days ago from this video going out. And again, on the same day that I'm recording this video, which is Wednesday the 17th of January. And the total cost for this project is going to be in the ballpark of $1 billion. I've read it will be $950 million. So this is a very expensive project and a very big project at that. And as a matter of fact, the project is actually going on right now. Just the official announcement was made today. The final proposal for at least the full terminal design and everything, that was finally done today. And you can see this is the timeline of projects that have already happened. In the summer, they did officially launch the terminal drive and canopy project. So that's that canopy that you saw just on the outside of the terminal entrance. And Build OMA was also launched at this time. So this project has been out for a while, but the full program launch just came here on Wednesday, January 17th. So that's why it hasn't been around, at least to this extent, up until recently. Then in the fall, canopy construction began. Passenger pickup and drop-off was moved to the south garage, so there's just some general passenger information. If you're flying out of Omaha, that's where you go to pick up and drop off your passengers. And then this past winter, still ongoing right now actually, the central utility plant construction has begun, and there is a page on this, if I can find it here. It is on the far right side. There's just kind of like a rendering of what that will look like when that's all said and done, which should look very nice, but not, you know, you can't really go in there since it's a utility building. And then here, the full program launched, final approval, the multi-year terminal expansion and modernization program can begin. So this is going to be a very exciting project to follow, and is pretty much the entire reason why I'm doing this airport update series finally, because I have been wanting to do this for a while, but I just never got around to doing it, whether it was because I didn't have time or I didn't feel like doing it. I just never got around to doing it up until now. So this project was kind of the final push, especially when I saw that a friend posted it on their story and then I shared it on my story. Another friend came to me and was like, "Where is the model airport?" And I was like, "I got one coming soon, don't worry." So basically the whole timeline for this project, tentatively right now, the road canopy, as I've said, is under construction. Estimated completion date will be spring of 2025, so about a year from now. And then all the major terminal work and stuff will be beginning here probably within the next, I'd say, 6 to 12 months or so, once they get all final approvals and everything. And the whole estimated completion date for the entire project, I've heard, will be around 2028. So we've got a long ways to go until the whole project is fully completed and built, but it will be fun to follow along as time goes on, since, you know, that's kind of what I like to follow. I like to follow big construction projects, especially at airports. They are very fun to watch as they unfold over time. So what does this mean for the airport update series for Omaha Eppley Airfield on the channel? Work on the current diorama, so the diorama that you see here as from Google Earth shown here, will be constructed effective immediately. So as I'm recording this, I will likely be working on this diorama, so don't worry, it will be on its way very soon. And as new developments occur with the diorama, it will be updated over time. So if anyone does have good information that I can get to immediately, for if there's any construction on the diorama, please let me know. I have signed up for the Build OMA newsletter so that I can get the latest updates when they do come in, which hopefully should be very soon. I don't expect anything immediate, so it's not something that I will worry about immediately, but just in case there are major developments on a diorama, hopefully I can get a hold of that information as soon as possible so that the diorama can be as close to accurate as it possibly is at the current time of that construction. And the final question that I'll get to answer before I end this video, when will this series begin? The airport update series will begin in May of 2024. So, we are just a few months away from this Omaha Eppley Airfield project officially beginning. Cannot wait to begin this project, and I hope you guys are excited for it as well. Just the first of many new things that are coming on to the channel over the course of the next several months, and other fun events that will be happening as well. Looking forward to starting this project, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. With that being said, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.